Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's car booting morning. It's Saturday morning, the 4th of June. I've headed over to Ripley again. A good car boot, this one. It's a big one. I've got a few plans for this afternoon as well. I'm going to head over to Leicester from here. Hopefully visit the vintage toy shop and have a look around Leicester city centre. So hopefully a good hunt for you all today. I don't know if I'll do it in one video or two, but I'm not hungover and I'm not feeling terrible, so there will definitely be an extended video on this one, not like my last effort to get to the Leicester vintage toy shop. So let's go see what's on the field today. So you're thinking, where's the footage? Basically, it was not a nice day. It's not a nice day. It's very cloudy, very windy. I've not took a lot of, well, I haven't took any footage on the field because it was just so cold to hold my camera. I know for a day in June you wouldn't expect this, but it is a very, very cold morning. I have picked a few bits. I'll show you at the end of the video, but we're going to head to Leicester now and get some. I will get some footage around Leicester. So we'll head to Leicester. So first stop was the Leicester Vintage Toy Shop. Really cool shop this. A lot of nostalgia for me. Not one for the Funko Pop collectors, but really did have a lot of the things I had as a youngster. Centurions being one of them. I remember having the yellow one. My mate had the blue one. Of course, Masters of the Universe. A lot of Masters of the Universe figures and Thundercats figures in this case. You can see all the on-card vintage Thundercats there from way back when. They had a lot of graded pieces in it as well. So they're interesting to me, but I don't think I'd ever go down that line with my collections. So there are all the vintage Masters of the Universe figures. They did have some of the classics, the new classics figures, which did look really cool. I could possibly see myself getting a few of them in the future. Then a lot of vintage Transformers from Series 1. They had the Optimus Prime there at the back. So very nostalgic for anybody who was growing up in the 80s like me. Then the wrestling case. So you might know there was one or two of them that I've had to bring home with me. And then this really cool 18 case. I think anyone who's watched me on the channel before knows I've got a bit of a soft spot for the 18. So I was really interested in that. And then Mask as well. Stuff that I had as a kid. I had some Mask toys as well. They actually had, that was a car I had, that red and white one with number 5 on. It's got a Razorback. And then the big Rhino rig at the bottom, something I always wanted but never actually got. And then just film these just to show that they do these loose figures in boxes. A few Hasbros there at the front, but quite nice that they had these out there. Then into Leicester City Centre. First up was Mankind. Nothing really for myself in any of the shops in Leicester, to be honest with you. So it was more a day of looking through the offers and seeing what I could find. But for Alistair at Stormcore, they did have a lot of anime in Mankind. So if you've got one near you, Ali, have a good look, because I'm sure there'll be something for you in there. Then the next stop was Forbidden Planet. Probably the most... you'll see from the way I've videoed this, it was very tight between the aisles to actually video it. A real big section of anime here for you, Ali, though. So you might want to get in touch with the Pop Tart and send him into Leicester to pick you some up if there's any you want. You can see from my shoddy camera chip. But there was a large selection of anime in there. Then I flicked it around to the other side. You see how quickly I had to go round, was how tight the aisle was to actually film anything. But we did manage to get a bit of filming done in the Forbidden Planet. So they had got packed to the rafters. So this was another wall. So plenty of choice of pops in there. I think this was more Marvel and DC than anything else. So you can see the number of pops there were there. They did have a lot on discount as well. Just getting to them now. From below this section was a really big discount section. But nothing quite discounted enough for me today for the reseller in me. I couldn't find anything to take home and resell, so nothing purchased in Forbidden Planet. Another shipper with Marvel in. They had a lot of these shippers kicking about. A lot of the new Doctor Strange pops was in there as well. So a worthwhile visit, but as I say, nothing for me. Then I ventured upstairs. More discounted pops up there. But a lot of the figures were upstairs as well. So there you can see the DC Multiverse figures. A good selection of them. The only one I'm after now is Lobo, so I'll be keeping an eye out for Lobo. And then we had the Marvel Legends figures. So you can see there's a large selection of Marvel Legends figures in there as well. Some really cool ones. So I was really pleased with. Pleased to see. But nothing I was going to pick up today. Next stop, HMV. Usual sort of selection in HMV. Nothing I really wanted to... nothing I wanted to pick up, to be honest with you. Obviously, I always mention about the prices in HMV. They are just a little bit extortionate, to say the least. So, nothing actually picked up in HMV. But they did have a good selection of both figures and pops. So you see some of the pops here on top of the cabinets. But they also had a large pop wall as well. When I get to it, it did take a bit of finding, but I got there in the end. I always do. So again, they did have a lot of anime pops in HMV, so would be worth checking out your local one if you're looking for anything in particular. But otherwise, it's pretty much all there was in HMV. Nothing else major to find. I want to see more pops around this corner as well. But nothing really, as I say, jumping off the shelf and saying buy me please. So I didn't get anything. So really not the best today in Leicester, to be honest with you. Nothing I could find at all. Well, for my collection, there was one or two bits I have picked up, and as again you'll see them at the end of the video. So from there we found the Entertainer, and pretty much the same selection as every other Entertainer. All the AEW figures there, and then the same sort of pops that see in every other Entertainer. Nothing I really wanted to pick up. So we left the Entertainer with everything that it had when I got there. Unfortunately, nothing that I wanted to find. There was two sides of pops. So there was a large selection in the Entertainer, but again, nothing I could really find for my collection, or find anything for the Depop store either. So a little bit disappointed, but we keep on filming just to make sure we covered it all. So yeah, there was a B&M that I didn't cover the shop frontage. So there was some different wrestling series. It was series 87 in that B&M. Don't usually see 87, I always see 88, but Candice LeRae and I think Otis was towards the back as well. So some different wrestlers to pick up. And they had some of the DC Multiverse figures in. Again, nothing I really wanted there. And then there was one or two dreary pops. Nothing that was going to jump off the shelf and say, there's a bargain to be had. And then game. And again, nothing. Nothing I could find that I wanted. So, again, nothing came home with me from game. There was a good selection in there again. But, as I say, nothing I really wanted to pick up. So, I didn't. So that was my little trip around Leicester. I've headed over to Coventry. I thought I'd take the chance to come visit Sergeant Bilco's while I'm in the area. Really good pop shop, so we're going to go have a look, see what I can find in there, see if I can find anything for myself. So far today it's been a bit of a depop special, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. But we'll go see what I can find in Sergeant Bilco's, and I might even go have a look around Coventry city centre. So I headed into Sergeant Bilco's, and firstly, can I apologise for the video I took? I basically didn't hold my camera properly, and I don't know what you're going to be able to see on what I've put out here, but I did try and film it as best I could. But I should have held my camera the other way around, and I was being a bit of a dipshit, to be honest with you. But there is a fantastic amount of pops in this shop. If you ever are in the Midlands area, I highly recommend you go and have a look for Sergeant Bilco's in Fargo Village in Coventry. An absolutely brilliant Funko Pop shop for all collectors. Prices all based on TPD, so literally have your phone with you, check your TPD prices, and pretty much that is what you're getting charged. Obviously, if the box isn't in great condition, obviously you can have a chat with Steve, and I'm sure he'll come to some arrangement with you for the pops. Most of the pops he gets in are second hand. He does buy a lot of bulk collections and stuff like that. So there is a chance of finding some absolute gems in this store. It's my second visit to it. If you look back to my October videos, you will see the previous visit. I got some absolutely cracking pops last time. So that was Sergeant Bilco's in Coventry. A real good store for every Funko Pop collector. I've made some good pickups. I'll show you at the end of the video. But well worth a visit if you're looking for some grail pieces, some higher end pieces. He does have a lot of good stuff in there. I think I only filmed like a fraction of the store. But there was a lot of good stuff in there, and you'll see some of the good pickups I have made. I've made 3 pickups for my collection. Obviously, with my collection now, I'm starting to be a bit more selective at what I'm picking up, rather than just getting a bit of everything, to be honest. So no hunt's complete without a visit to Smith's. So I've called at Smith's Coventry, and then I'll be heading home. So we're going to pop into Smith's and have a look around there. There's a B&M over there as well, so I'll probably have a quick peep in there, see if they've got any pops in there. So we'll go have a look. So off we trot on the last leg of this epic toy hunt of the bank holiday weekend. So a little check into B&M. Some pops that I've not seen in B&M before. One did have a little bit of a small value to it, so I thought it was worth picking up, so I have done. On to Smith's. They were stocking the Funko Pops, so a bit hard for me to film. I did manage to get half the section filmed. Nothing majorly new and jumping off the shelf for me, but they are starting to reduce one or two, and you'll see at the end that I have picked a couple of those up for the store that shall not be named. Large wrestling section, and it's what I was saying the other day on my previous one about AEW. I would really watch for deep clearance going on AEW, because they are really starting to to fill up the AEW sections, and they don't seem to be moving. So I keep an eye out for them, because I think there is going to be some absolutely banging deals coming on them. WWE, same old, same old. Over to the Marvel Legends, and again, Thor and Doctor Strange ruling the world. But let's have a look what I did pick up. As you can see, guys, I've got home. Well, what a long day that was. I've been out since very early this morning, and I've just got back now, which is about tea time on the Saturday. So, what have I picked up today? What I'll do is I'll go through the things I've picked up for me, and then we'll do the things I've picked up for the Depop page at the end. So all of you who don't like the Depop section can turn off the video. So first of all, we did the car boot. The only two things I've picked up for myself at the car boot today: a couple of Blu-rays. So this is what we call the Pop Tart section of the video, and it's just to replace DVDs in my collection. So I got the Wolverine on Blu-ray for 50p, and I got Spider-Man 3 on Blu-ray, and that cost me £1, so £1.50 on a couple more Blu-rays to add to the collection. And they're ones I want to replace my DVDs with, so two good ones to pick up there. Then we went to Leicester Vintage Toy Shop, and absolutely fabulous shop that. Really enjoyed looking around there. Lots of nostalgia, lots of toys I remember from when I was younger, from Centurions to Mask, to Masters of the Universe. All toys that I remember having when I was a youngster. But what did I pick up from there? Well, I got another two of the Hasbro figures that I've been collecting. So I managed to pick up Tatanka. So really, real good quality Tatanka. A little bit of fade on his legs, but otherwise not too bad. So one of the better ones I've seen. No rub on his hair, which you tend to see. Only problem with this one, I think the action has gone in it, but as I display it, it'll display all right. That'll be fine for displaying purposes. And I also managed to pick up Mr. Perfect. So another two ticked off of my Hasbro list. So a couple of good finds in Leicester Vintage Toy Shop. A little bit of rub on Mr. Perfect's back there, but it's not going to worry me too much. So Mr. Perfect and Tatanka into the collection. Then the next stop on my trip was Sergeant Bilco's. I didn't pick anything else up in Leicester City Centre. Nothing really I could find, to be honest, to pick up. So I picked up a few pops for myself at Sergeant Bilco's. Really great shop for pop hunting. If you are a Funko Pop collector, I really suggest you go give Steve a visit over at Sergeant Bilco's at Fargo Village in Coventry. The shop is growing. It's doubled since I was there in October. There is parts of everybody's collection. I'm sure you'll find something you need in there. And he's getting a nice big wall of grails behind his counter, which I spotted one on. We'll shave that one to last. So I picked up, first of all, another one of the original Guardians of the Galaxy Pops. I managed to find Nebula. So that's another one of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the collection. I am going through the Guardians of the Galaxy Series 1 first, the first incarnation, before starting Guardians of the Galaxy 2. But we've got Nebula there. So pleased to have found that one. So she'll go into the Guardians of the Galaxy unboxings as we get to them. Obviously I did Stan Lee, Rocket and Star-Lord in the last few weeks. Then the second one I picked up was for my Ready Player One collection. And to be honest, it's one that you don't see very often. And this is absolutely spanking good condition. So paid a little bit for this one, but I was pleased to do so. And it is the Iron Giant. So one I needed for the Ready Player One collection. It's one I've sort of underinvested in recently. I've got a few of the characters, but I think it's possibly one I am going to, now I've thinned out the collection a little bit, I think it might be one we try and complete and get a few more of the characters in. So managed to pick up the Iron Giant from Ready Player One. And then the final pickup for myself from Sergeant Bilco's finishes off a collection for me. And because of the condition of the box, he did me a bit of a deal on it. I said I wouldn't say how much he did it for, because he did me a good deal on it. It was Mumra from the Thundercats. As you can see, the box isn't in the best of condition. It's not too bad given the age of it, but it is a bit dinked and damaged. But I'm not too concerned with that. I needed Mumra to finish off the Thundercats line. Half the Thundercats I've picked up are out of box pops. I think I've only got boxes for Tigra and Panthro. So to have a Mumra boxed is a bonus, and the box will get put away with the other ones. And Mumra will come out on display, and we'll do that in a future video for you. So there he is, Mumra from the Thundercats. That's the pickup of the day for me. Really pleased to add that one into my collection. And then the final pickup I made for myself was at Smith's, and as everyone knows, I've been picking up wrestling figures lately, and I saw this for a tenner, and I haven't got a Drew McIntyre in the clearance section, so Drew McIntyre for £10. I didn't think that was a bad deal at all. So nice little Drew McIntyre Elite to go into my collection, and from a week on Monday, you're going to see some of these Elites getting all open, because we're going Monday Morning Wrestler on Monday mornings to replace Mascot Monday. So we've got some of them being unboxed, so we'll get him into the rotation before too long. So fair warning to everybody now, this is going to be the depop section of the video, what I've picked up for the depop page. So if you don't like seeing what is going up for sale, you might as well turn off now, because that's what's coming now. So I've managed to pick up 8 new pops at good prices to add to the Depop shop. So I got the first 4 on a good deal at the car boot, the 4th of which is a real steal for what I paid for it. So I got one of the It kids. I got Mike Hanlon. So the It pops tend to do quite well. So Mike Hanlon is going up for sale on the shop. And then I got a couple from Creepshow. So I got Scarecrow. So that'll be going into the Depop store. And I managed to pick up the Genie. Now this version of the Genie is one that's worth a little bit more, the purple one. So I'm pleased to have got that one. But then out of this bundle for, well, out of the way, this bundle for £16 I paid, I've managed to pick up this Sepia Tom Riddle. Now that pop currently holds a value of £23 on the pop directory, so really pleased to have picked that one up, and we'll be getting that one up for sale on the Depop page. So doing all right with the Harry Potter pops lately. They've been going quite well, so really pleased with that. Then the next one was in Leicester City Centre. I had a look in Mankind, and there's a few pops on offer, and they had the NSYNC ones on offer. Now the only one holding any value is this JC Shazev. Don't really know much about NSYNC, but that one seems to be holding a bit of value. So picked that one up basically because it had a bit of value to it. So we'll add that one to the shop. Then the next purchase came in B&M. The last B&M I visited, I spotted Robin as Nightwing from Teen Titans Go. Check on TPD. It's £11 to £12, so another one that'll be ideal for the store. And then the final 2 were on the clearance section in Smith's. So I got the special edition Eternals Sprite to add to the shop catalogue. And finally, I got Neo from the new Matrix movie. So he's going into the shop catalogue as well. So 8 new pops going up for sale. So if you do like the Depop page, the link is down below. Otherwise, if you have enjoyed this hunt today, it has been a monster. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think to the shops I've visited. Like I say, all figure collectors, get yourself to Leicester Vintage Toy Store. And for Funko Pops, get yourself to Sergeant Bilco's in Coventry. Both absolutely top shops, top shops to visit. And I can't speak highly enough of them. Otherwise, like I say, if you could just subscribe to the channel, I appreciate every single one I get. Otherwise, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.